Today, we are going to be building every color in Minecraft. Minecraft is known for its bright and beautiful colors, but what if we had to use all of them? Join me as we collect blocks from far and wide to build the most colorful build yet. Okay, we need to move through the getting started stuff pretty quick today because I need silk touch before we even think about getting started on any type of building. So let's grab our wood, get some tools, and get some food as fast as we possibly can. All right, let's turn all of that into oak planks and start off by getting ourselves a pickaxe. Food is definitely super high on my list of priorities right now, so let's get some sheep to double as wool for our bed and some mutton. Let's super quickly grab a bunch of stone so that we can make a furnace, and then whilst the mutton is cooking, we can grab some more stone to get stone tools. I feel like that's the most efficient way to do it, and if it's not, I apologize. All right, furnace time. In you go, in you go, in you go. Now let's go get some more stone. We need 1, 2, 3 for the pickaxe, and then we need 3 for an axe, 2 for a sword, and I guess 1 for a shovel. I don't think we'll need a shovel right now, and we'll probably just end up getting rid of it once we get the iron, but doesn't matter. All right, we've got our tools, our bed, and some food. All right, now I'm gonna go straight down underground and see if we can upgrade our pickaxe and maybe some other tools. It's funny because we have a bed, but I think I'm gonna spend the whole night mining, so we won't need it tonight. I am gonna grab as many ores as possible because I need a lot of levels too. And I also do need lapis, so. Okay, so we definitely have plenty of iron now, but we do have to keep mining still because putting silk touch on an iron pickaxe will be ridiculous. And also, we still need to get a bunch of levels to be able to enchant anyway, and a bunch of lapis, so busy day ahead. This is really reminding me of my UHC days, and I know you might be thinking, you played UHC? Somebody that is so terrible at this game? And the answer is yes. I never said I was good at it or anything, I just used to play them a lot. Although I will give myself credit where it's due, I am very good at surviving a long time in this game. Just not very good at killing other people. And we have some diamonds, finally. Is it gonna be enough? Oh my gosh, I've been spotted. You know what? I hate that these guys are fine with me through the day, but as soon as it gets dark, these guys are angry. Hello? Ah! Oh my gosh, that was actually a bit scary. All right, how many diamonds do we get? Just 4? I mean, that's enough for a pickaxe, and really that is all we need diamonds for. There's so many scary things about not having a good time. And while we're poking around, let's ransack some of these chests in the mine shaft. That way we can get our bookshelves around the enchant table easier. I'm hoping there's more than one chest in this thing. Oh, there's another one. Oh, no books. Boo. But there is some rope, which I think is fun, and some lapis. Oh, and there's another one. Any books? Oh, not the book we need, but it is a book nonetheless. We'll take some torches, I guess. Oh, and probably a bunch of these seeds. And why not? Let's take the glowberries too. Any more books? Any more chests? Oh, is that a chest? It is. Okay. More books. More lapis and a golden apple. Incredible. And another one. All right, more books. Almost a whole stack of books. That's crazy. Let's take this name tag and we're gonna need some of that bread eventually. Okay, that took a little longer than I expected, but let's get this diamond pickaxe made and go see if we can get some obsidian. It might be a good idea actually to make a couple buckets, or just a bucket, I should say, and grab some water because that'll be much easier if we find a lava pool. Ooh, another diamond. I also see some lava around the corner. I wonder if it's a pool. And of course it is not. I feel like maybe you can make a lava pool. I don't know, but... Oh, hang on. I see more light up here. This might be more promising. Okay, not there. Oh, that looks like a lava pool if I've ever seen one. All right, perfect. Let's add our water. Beautiful. Now we got to stand here for a million years and break some obsidian. All right, I see how this is gonna go. All right, 1 piece down, probably like 10 to go. I'm definitely gonna grab a few more than just what we need for the enchantment table, just because we're gonna need to go to the nether at some point, so. Oh my goodness, that was a jump scare. I feel like I'm gonna get burnt this time. Oh, no, okay, never mind. All right, let's do this. All right, I've got the obsidian, but I am running pretty low on food, so I'm gonna run around and see if I can find some more. I did find some bread in that mine shaft, but I'm hoping to come across another mine shaft and maybe there'll be more chests with bread in them. Don't forget to collect these for some levels. All right, more bread acquired. Let's just take a few of these seeds as well, and I think we're good to head out of here. Okay, we have a bunch of seeds from the mine shafts, and I also punched some grass to get some wheat seeds, so let's plant those in just so that food becomes less of an issue. Realistically, we only really need the wheat seeds, but I am going to plant the other seeds just for fun. And you never know, they might come in handy. Really unsure if you can even eat the cabbages and stuff raw. I feel like yes, because you can do that in real life. You know, just in general, not sure if in Minecraft that is something you can do. Any more seeds? We have some melon seeds. I feel like they need to be planted like a certain amount apart, right? I don't know. We'll plant them there though. Fill in the gap. All right, nice. Now I just gotta grab a bunch of wood because I need to set up the enchant table. And I have no wood to make bookcases or anything. I used it all up. Alright, let's get this enchantment area set up. Literally just gonna place it here because we can always move it later, but we need to get Silk Touch now rather than later. Let's put the table down and... Oh. Okay, actually, I don't have enough levels to get Silk Touch just yet. After realizing I did not have enough levels for Silk Touch, I ended up finishing the Ruined Portal. I knew our first color was going to be red, and the Nether just has a ton of red stuff, so I figured having another portal would probably be a good thing. Then I went hunting for more XP earning opportunities. Once I successfully raided a pillager outpost for XP and sorted out our Silk Touch issue, it was time to move on to our first color, which is red. I spent the next few days gathering as much red as I possibly could, starting in the Nether. I gathered nether bricks as well as some netherrack. Back in the overworld, I gathered mangrove wood, various shades of terracotta, and red mushroom blocks. I also gathered many red flowers, and managed to pick up some iron armor along the way. This definitely feels weird because I'm trying to keep it as on theme as possible, and I usually use a lot of wood in my builds, but let's see what we can do with all these different materials. I'm just trying to do a kind of wonky circle shape. It's kind of breaking my brain a little bit trying to not make a perfect circle. Okay, I think that should be good. Let me build up and just double check that. Yeah, okay, it's even and it's not a perfect circle. Let's fill in the floor of this thing. Oh my gosh, to be fair, now I've put the red next to this color, I'm doubting myself whether this is red, but I guess it's a tone of red. Feels a little bit more pink, but also maybe like a mauve potentially? I don't know. Alright, that is the floor filled in. Next step is to attempt to fill these walls in, and whilst kind of circle buildings are cool, it's so difficult to get good walls on them, I feel like, because I'm gonna try and do something a little bit not uniform, if that makes sense, and those are always the hardest thing to build. Like, it looks super random, but it's low-key not, because if it is random and it's bad, then it looks really bad. Alright, definitely looking a little crazy, but we will get there. So I think the idea for this area is to lay out a kind of circular setup with paths that lead to a center build that has all of the colors. I haven't quite decided what the middle one is going to be yet, but this red building is going to be very mushroom inspired. Obviously, everyone thinks of the red mushroom when they think of mushrooms in Minecraft, so what better sort of build to go in the red section than a mushroom themed one? To be honest, I think that the pink terracotta gives a nice earthy tone actually, as opposed to what red concrete would look like, because red concrete is pretty bold. Red terracotta is also cute, but I think it has like a brownish tinge, and I think maybe the pink terracotta was the best choice. And also terracotta in general just has a little more texture than concrete, so slay, I guess. I think I'm gonna go with a more distinctly mushroomy shape for this roof. I don't want to build the same house for each color, so I think that we can make sure we have variety by making each one of them a different shape. Alright, so let's talk about this mushroom roof. I've got to be honest, it is turning out to be a little bit harder than I expected. I thought it'd be cool and whimsical, but oh man, it is super difficult to get the shape right. I feel like trying to balance the sort of dome shape whilst keeping the proportions and also not being completely symmetrical is taking a long time, but yeah. Might be starting to regret this for a first build because, let's face it, a flat roof or the normal type of roof would have been way easier. But you know what? I've come this far and I can already tell it's gonna look incredible when it's done. So it's one of those things where you struggle through, but when you step back at the end, it's gonna be totally worth it. I don't know why I'm acting shocked because I don't like roofs at the best of times, and doing a funky roof like this just even worse. You know what? I think that looks pretty good. A little bit lopsided, but I think that kind of works with it. So the garden is a little bit odd because I was racking my brain trying to figure out how I was going to turn the grass red and still be able to plant flowers. So I'm thinking if I just add enough red things, then we've done our job and it's all going to look great. So let's get this done. Alright, that is the walls all done. Now let's plant the heck out of this garden. So I've got some red oak leaves, which are super cute. So I'm going to place these at the back. Probably should have brought some shears over here with me. And then I'm just going to fill in some of these areas with the roses. To be honest, not all of these roses are red because of one of the resource packs, but it's fine. And then I think I'm going to put a bunch of tulips and a bunch of poppies to fill in those gaps. And also place a few of these Christmas... I'm going crazy. And place a few of these crimson funguses. Christmas fungus. And let's do the same on the other side. I need to work a little quicker because I need to also fill in a path here, but it's okay. We can do that at night. I'm sure it won't be too scary. All right, let's get this path down and head to bed. Just mixing in some double herringbone spruce planks and some rough dirt. All right, that was easy enough. I'd say that's looking pretty good, and apparently I'm gonna die. Okay, well, let's head back home. And I say home, I mean my bed on the floor. I think all that's left to do for this section is the detail work, and it already looks so cute, so it's gonna look even cuter. I'm so sorry. I know there is so much scary stuff in here. Right, well, okay, maybe this guy will come outside and I can kill him, and then we can deal with whatever else is going on in there. It looks pretty empty out the corner of my eye there, but I fear it is not. All right, I don't see anything, which is highly suspicious. I am wondering where all the scary stuff is because it is pretty dark in here. Ooh. Okay, those are cute. I knew they were cute, but not that cute. Let me just place this cute little table and chairs outside. And then let's finish filling in these windows with these cute stained glass blocks. I don't know why I left this gap. I guess for a little tiny window like that. And then I can fill in this one here too. And I think that's all the windows. Now all that's left to do is to build up here and then hang loads of lanterns from this thing. Can I hang the lantern from there? No, I have to go down a block. Okay, I know that's only 4 lanterns, but just wanted to see what it looked like so far, and the answer is great. Let me just also put a couple lanterns on here. Can I do that? Guess not. Never mind. And I think that's the red done. Setting out in search of orange, I looted a Badlands for orange terracotta. I also gathered acacia wood, copper, which I waxed, and enough flowers to make orange dye and have some left over. Now on to the orange section. As always, we are starting with the foundation, and I'm not saying I do that to give myself time to figure out how I want to do the rest of the house, but that would make sense. And now the foundation is done, let's start building up the frame. And as always, I am taking full damage every time I jump off of a post. Why do I never learn? It's like I set up these high pillars, and instead of using water or something like a sensible person, I am just leaping down. Maybe I secretly don't want to learn because I guess it adds some danger to the build. Now I just need to connect up all of these to complete the frame. And that is the frame done. All that's left to do is strip the acacia wood because this grey colour is a little bit ugly. And also the theme of this house is orange, so obviously we're not going to leave it grey. If only I could complete a frame without breaking my ankles. Usually I struggle with acacia wood for the sole reason that it is orange and kind of hard to incorporate into builds. This might be the only time that I'm a little bit grateful for it being orange, because it means we can have a wood that we can use for this. Anyways, not really sure why I'm talking about the wood right now, because that is not what I'm placing. Alright, that should be the walls done at least. Looking a little bit crazy right now, actually. And it looks like we have just enough time to put a roof on this thing. I should probably move my chests closer, but to be fair, that's not too far. Alright, it is roof time. Let's see how many times I fall. My money is on 3, but I'm hoping the answer is 0. Alright, the answer was 0, but I think that's because I decided to use normal blocks instead of stairs like I usually would for a roof, or at least for the most part. I'm just finishing off a final few details here, and then we can get to work on the garden. Just gonna create a little side porch type thing here. Is that good? I feel like maybe if I do the acacia fence gates along here, that'll look a lot better. Oh, that isn't the right place. All right, how are we looking? Ooh, okay, we're looking good. All right, walls are done. It is garden time. So I'm just gonna add in a bunch of these, what are they called? Orange oak leaves this time. And then let's fill in some of these gaps. Oh, actually, I don't want to put the tulips there. Let's fill in this gap with these fire lilies, and then fill in this gap with the orange tulips. Now let's do the same on the other side, but put more of the tulips at the back here, and maybe a couple of these. And fill in this gap here with more of the fire lilies. And last but not least for this garden, let's add in some pathways. Alright, we are looking super cute, but I think I want to add in a couple lampposts. So I've already marked out where I want to put them. Literally just going to do 2 of them, I think. And then hang a sign off of this mud post. And then hang a lantern. Yeah, that looks super cute. And now I'm just going to do the same over here on this one. Oh, actually, flower pot on top of here, I think will just be better. 1 second. But the lantern... Oh, hello? Come back. Give me my lantern back. Do I have to break it? What is going on? Alright, well, that is not what I planned to happen there. Anyway, as I predicted, I think the plant pot on top just adds a little bit extra to it, because it just kind of looks like the fence is slightly poking out over the top. Oh, actually, flower pot on top of here, I think... As I predicted, I think the plant pot on top just adds a little bit extra to it, because it just kind of looks like the fence is slightly poking out over the top. All right, let's add some lanterns either side of the door and see what we're working with. Okay, that looks super cute, but the roof is looking really empty. So the obvious fix for that is to absolutely cover this thing in leaves. And I believe that is our orange house done. And if you are wondering, there is a cute little porch on the back too. In search of yellow blocks, I gathered some bamboo, which I turned into planks, and oak, which I planned to strip. I also gathered beehives, and a bunch of flowers, and some stuff to make yellow concrete before heading home. So there's not really a lot of yellow blocks in Minecraft, but I think that birch and stripped oak logs have a sort of yellowy hue to them. So I think we can fudge it a little and use those. Alright, that's the foundation done. Let's do the frame. Spent the rest of the evening building up the post and making sure to stop and eat bread to heal my broken ankles. Alright, so my plan of using oak is going very well, so let's get these walls done. This yellow concrete is crazy bright. Oh my goodness. It's like the sun decided to compact itself into a single block. Concrete is nice because it's so smooth and vibrant, but it does lack a lot of depth, so we're definitely going to have to add some extra details. Anyways, let's get these walls finished. Alright, this is how we're looking so far. I think that this one here needs to be extended upwards. I think if we go up maybe 4 more blocks, we should be good. Just trying to leave some space for some windows. And now I need to do the same on the other side. There we go. I think that's looking a lot better. Alright, it is roof time, and I'm going to start with this little side area because I think it's going to be the easiest to fill in. I think once we get to the other side, it's going to get a little bit more complicated, so I'm just going to enjoy this whilst I can. Whew, okay, that did not last long. Actually, to be honest, I think on this bigger section, it's also going to be pretty easy. Just going to do the same thing where I pretty much outline the thing with the bamboo stairs. I think the bit that's going to be a problem is this. Not sure why I added an extra lip, but I guess it just adds more levels to the build. And now that the roof is done, let's fill in all of these gaps with these lovely stained glass windows. Oh my goodness, the way the sunset is coming through those windows is incredible. Wow. Just look at it go. Oh my goodness. So cute. Also scary. It's getting dark. One thing I definitely wanted to make sure was included in this build was bees. I mean, name a more iconic yellow animal in Minecraft. You can. But first, let's get this wall finished off. Alright, the wall is looking pretty good. Now let's fill this thing in with a bunch of these yellow oak leaves. And let's fill in this corner over here with all of these sunflowers. And then let's add a bunch of these alpine poppies and also some dandelions. Alright, that is the pathway done, I think. Yep, super duper cute. Now let's add in some scaffolding. And then place beehives on top of each scaffolding. Adorable, I think. 1 second. Let's actually use this scaffolding for what it was made for, and there we go. We can see the garden and it looks cute as heck. And now I've just got to get this bee to make its way over to my nice new yellow house, and hopefully he'll love my new beehives. Your thoughts? Your thoughts? Alright, he loves the garden at least. Alright, I think a couple little bits and bobs here and there to add texture, and I think we'll be done with the yellow section. Alright, that is a cute little awning type patio thing going on. I think this needs leaves all over the roof though. Let's absolutely cover this thing. Alright, leafy roof is looking great. Really wasn't kidding when I said let's absolutely cover this thing. Now I just need to add in some lighting. So let's add a couple signs here and hang some lanterns from it. I also think maybe a sign hanging off the side here would be cute. And I think that is the yellow house done. I began rifling through caves for moss and mossy cobblestone. Then I headed out for bamboo and green dye. Once that was out of the way, I dove into the ocean for dark prismarine before heading home. I had a much better time figuring out which blocks I was going to use for the green section. So with all of the moss and the leaves and all the other natural blocks, we have so many options, which makes this build a lot easier to plan. Anyways, as always, we are getting started with the frame and the foundation. Just finishing up with doing the outline for the foundation. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that the same as over there? Yes, it is. Now let's do the posts. I think I'm gonna make these ones on the end only 5 tall. And then on these ones here, we're gonna do 6. Okay, well, I was hoping I could minimize the damage there, but apparently I can't jump that far. I feel like I could make this jump. Okay, I can. The problem is just that I'm not the same height, I can't make the jump, I guess. Sorry, if I am the same height, I can't make the jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, maybe I could make it from here to there. No, why did I think I could do that? I feel like maybe somebody out there can. Alright, that's the foundation and the frame done. Let's get started on the walls and probably add some floor. So I'm going to start with this section and just fill in the floors with all of this bamboo. I'm so glad that the bamboo is just so good for the yellow house, and it's also coming real in handy for the greenhouse. Is real in handy English? I feel like no. Well, it is English, but I don't think it was good English. All right, let's fill in these walls with some green concrete. All right, so far so good. Let's grab some more blocks and we'll finish this off tomorrow. At least placing walls are easy. They just go up and down and up. And to be honest, it is a lot of trust the process because everything looks super boxy right up until the build is done. But when it is done, chef's kiss. There are some places around the world that do green roofs where they actually put things like moss and grass and different plants and stuff actually on their roofs. Actually, now I think about it, my old school had grass on the roofs. So obviously it makes sense to do that here. And honestly, I feel like we should do that everywhere. Like in the real world, I mean. Like imagine you're just flying in a plane and you look down and it looks like a bunch of fields or something, but plot twist, it is roofs. I just think that would be really cool and probably great for the environment. Anyways, enough about planes and grass and roofs and whatnot. Well, actually, not enough about roofs because let's get this roof finished. The garden was actually the easiest one yet. Because I'm trying to keep it to just green as much as possible, I opted to use a combination of grass and ferns and also some bamboo alongside normal oak leaves. That way there weren't any flowers with other colors in there. It definitely gives off a super lush, overgrown jungle type vibe, but it still feels super calm and simple, which I love. I also think throwing in some mossy cobblestone for the walls added a bit of texture without straying too far from the green palette. Alright, that is green done with all of the details. Definitely looks a little bit crazy, but this is starting to come together really nicely. Which one is your favorite so far? I feel like it's gotta be the mushroom, right? Like it's the most detailed so far. I headed back to the depths of the ocean to collect more prismarine to turn into bricks before I climbed into the deepest of the caves to retrieve some skulk. I rounded out my blue block adventure poking around the nether for warped wood planks and warped stems. All right, it is blue time. Let's get this foundation started. Prismarine is literally so annoying to get, and usually I wouldn't even bother, but let's be honest, the selection of blue blocks available is pretty poor, even with mods. But I do think it's going to look really good, and I think that it is a worthy risk. So let's get this foundation done, and then we can build up the walls. Alright, the outline is done. Let's do another outline with some Prismarine brick stairs. And thank goodness for the addition of the warped nether forest so we can fill the floor in with a blue wood. We can also use the warped stems to build up the frame of the house. Unfortunately, as much as I love these blocks and actually think they might be the coolest and nicest block in Minecraft, they're really ruining the blue vibe, so I have to strip them. Please, why can't I reach it? I managed to reach it on this one. How did I do that? Did I just get it at the exact right angle? Okay, I give up. There we go. I'm so torn about the walls because, like, windows add so much to them, but with my plan for the roof, I kind of want it to be as dark as possible on the inside. But then again, if I leave it all dark, there'll be creepy crawlies all up in there, and I don't know. I guess I could just do shutters and then maybe just put lanterns and stuff inside to stop that happening. That's probably the best way around this. Who knows? Alright, so far so good. Let's fill in all of this side. Oops, I forgot to put in another stem here. Did I do the other side? No, I did not. Alright, now let's fill in these sides. Oh, I forgot to do these as well. What am I doing with my life? Damn it, I need to get better at doing that. I feel like that's a jump I should be able to make. It would help if I actually, you know, press jump. Possibly when I tried that. Who knows? Do I want to fill in the entire back wall here? I'm gonna go with yes for now. I can always cut out a hole later. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so I might have made a few too many doors for, well, the doors. So I think I'm actually gonna use all of these doors to sort of stand in as shutters, I guess. I don't know, we're gonna use them. We'll see what it looks like, and if it looks bad, we can always take them out, but I think it's gonna look good, and also, I don't know, we'll probably just leave it like this. Okay, don't hate it, to say the least. This is another stupidly risky block that we got for this section, but it sort of twinkles with all different colors of blue, so I really think it looks a lot like the night sky, which is obviously super cute. Honestly, I think it could be second on my list of coolest blocks. Warp stem is still number one though. Ooh, actually, what about that new, or new-ish, glowing obsidian? I can't remember what the name of it is, but it has like the purpley sparkly stuff going on. Maybe that one's number 3. So we have the warped stem, the skulk, and the glowing obsidian, whatever the name of that is. Basically, if a block glows or sparkles, she's going in my top 10. Not glowstone though. Wait, magma. Magma is definitely up there. Anyways, enough waffling about these different types of blocks. Let's get this roof finished. I have actually been enjoying doing roofs this way a little more than usual. I think because it's not stairs. Maybe my issue is with stairs and not with roofs. Also, can we just talk about this noise? Why does it sound like that? It doesn't really sound like that to run across, but the sound of placing it and breaking it, a little bit scary. Anyways, I feel like I'm really on yap mode today, like I just cannot stop talking. Oh my goodness, look how cool the roof looks. Man, that may have been difficult to get, but that was actually worth it. Okay, if you haven't guessed the pattern by now, I am now building the wall for the garden. This one should be pretty fun. I tried to find as many light blue flowers as possible, so maybe we could get a celestial garden type feel going on. I actually once read this children's book where a prince married a princess from the moon, but because she was homesick, he filled her garden and rooms with like shining moon blossoms or something. I don't remember it properly, but that keeps popping into my head and that is the vibe for this garden. So let's see what we can do here. I really have no idea what this flower is, but it looks blue sometimes and it looks super creepy and cool. I think I'm gonna keep breaking these though until they plant in the blue color, if that is even a thing. Weird, maybe it just does that on, okay. I do not know the science of these flowers. Now let's fill in the path with these wood and dirt blocks. This is definitely giving celestial type garden, I think. One big problem though, I did forget the crucial step of putting some light in here before I put the roof on, and a little bit scared to go in here. Wait, the heck? Where were all those scary noises coming from? Oh my goodness, that looks so awesome. You guys hear that, right? There must be a cave right beneath me. Or I'm going crazy. Who knows? Let's go get some stuff to decorate. Okay, let's start by adding a bunch of fences for details beside the windows. And then let's use fence gates along the top to just add some extra detail. Although I feel like you're not going to really be able to see this underneath that lip. But anyways, let's do the same on the other side. Thank goodness I put these here. Apparently you can climb those. Why did I not know that? And finally, the same around the door. I want to add a couple of lamps outside like I have for a couple of the other builds. I feel like that's gonna look better. We do it like that, and then we can hang a blue sign. And obviously we're gonna use soul lanterns for this one. Super cute. Now let's do the same on this one. And I think adding some signs and some lanterns either side of the door will look cute. And probably on the edge here also. And that is the blue house done. I still cannot get over this roof. Heading out, I gathered terracotta, which I dyed blue. After that was done, I began the arduous task of gathering pearlescent frog lights. Finally, I gathered some amethyst blocks and spikes before heading home. You may be thinking, why aren't you using purple blocks? And to that I say, it is solely because I did not want to fight the entire Ender Dragon for a single block. However, we do have so many other options, so this build is still going to be super cute without it, guys. My goodness, I completely forgot that the crimson stem is pretty much the same as the warped stem. Maybe this one's number 3 on my list. Yeah, okay, definitely number 3. Now I'm just building up the frame of the house as usual. This one's going to be a little bit different because I've gone for another circular type shape, so maybe we'll go for more mushroomy vibes, I don't know, but right now we're just doing whatever comes to mind, and then we will figure it out when the roof comes, I guess. And as much as I love these glowing blocks, I do have to strip them because the red is not purple. Okay, I'm actually gonna add another block on top of each of these. Will I make this jump? Oh my gosh, I actually did for once. Oh, never mind, spoke too soon. I feel like I can make this one. Okay, almost. I think the first one must have been a fluke. All right, we're in the back corner. Jump. Oh, that was so close. All right, now that's done. Let's add some extra details with these stairs. Oh, that's the wrong way, would you believe? And then let's join up these 2 posts and then add an extra detail either side. Can you tell I am winging it? And then I think along the top here, we will add another load of slabs. And then to join up these posts here, let's do a little zigzag moment and get rid of these extra ones. And then we can do the same here and add in the stairs and the slabs. No, that's wrong. All right, how is that looking? I think pretty good. We just have to do the exact same thing around this whole thing. So for the walls, I'm gonna use this blue terracotta, and I know technically it's blue, but it looks purple, so we are using it. I fear I have put that one in the wrong place. Okay, yeah, I think this could work if we do this and then take out these here, and then we'll have that as a window, and then do the other set of blocks here. Oh, that's too high. And then let's leave a gap that's like this, potentially for a window. Let's see. Ooh, okay, I like that. I like that. Let's just do the same the whole way around, and we should have some pretty cute walls going on. Still not entirely sure what the plan is, but I'm sure it will look great when it's done. I'm gonna leave that one open because I'm gonna attempt to do a sideways door, I guess. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, but we'll see what I come up with. Right, let's get these walls finished. Alright, the walls are done. I just want to cut out a little area in the middle to add some amethyst. One, because it's going to look cute, and two, because I love the sound of placing amethyst and also walking on it. How beautiful was that? Now I get to run around on it. Sorry, running around in circles probably feels a little bit gross for you guys watching. So because of these slabs, these blocks here are kind of just floating, and I think it'd be really cute to add in a bunch of these frog lights and also a bunch of amethyst, so that from the outside it's like peeking out and it will look super cute and hopefully just sort of light up the area around the house a little tiny bit, possibly, maybe, hopefully. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that so inefficiently. Okay, cute. That definitely had the desired effect. To be honest, this purple house is definitely giving off some serious witchy vibes, especially with all of the stained glass and the frog lights and everything glowing. It just has a super enchanted look. I may hate myself for it, but I'm trying to make the roof a sort of witch hat shape, which shouldn't be too difficult, but you never know with me and roofs. And I feel like once all of the details are added, this whole place is gonna feel straight out of a fairy tale. Alright, that's kind of like the base of it done, but now I gotta figure out how to do the top of the pointy witch's hat. I think I'm gonna start by maybe just working on this one side and then build it up and then do all of the other sides. 100% winging it, but are we surprised? Absolutely not. Okay, how are we looking? Not quite like a witch's hat yet. I think we're gonna have to build out this side and then maybe bring it out like this way. Oh my goodness, it's getting dark and I'm scared. Like, okay. It doesn't look great like that, but I think if I add a pointy bit here, it will make it look a little bit more witch hatty. Oh! Okay, well, that was not on the list of things to do right now. Okay, let's have a look at that and see how we're doing. Wait, I think we're onto something. Okay, we're definitely on something. Let's get this thing done. It's kind of hard to tell if this looks good without taking a huge step back, but I think what's going to make it here is adding all of these shards because they glow. And hopefully if it does look bad from a distance, everyone will be so distracted by the glow of the amethyst that they just won't notice that it doesn't look like a witch hat at all. I am so glad that the sound of these things is so lovely. Hey, you know what? That looks pretty good. I'm actually so happy that the Meadow mod adds delphiniums because they were actually the first flower that was bought for me when I moved into my first home, and I love how tall and vibrant they are. However, they didn't last long because back then I had no idea how to care for outdoor plants. I was strictly a houseplant girly, and I remember feeling so bad when they died, but now I'm super into gardening and it's kind of funny to look back on. These days I have tons of outdoor plants, but I haven't bought more delphiniums yet. Anyways, I just wanted to say it's just like a little reminder of how far I've come as a gardener in real life, and that I'm also glad that I can't kill plants in Minecraft. And that is all of the details done. How gorgeous is this? So I'm thinking we do a center fountain featuring all of the colors that we've used in the build. I think that it's going to be really cute and a really, really cute way to tie this all together. But first, I've got to get this area dug out. Alright, that is the area dug out. Let's start with the fountain in the middle and then we can do all the fun colored bit afterwards. I think maybe doing this and then adding the sea lanterns will give it a nice... will give the fountain a nice glow and just light up the area in general, to be honest. Oh my goodness, this is bright as heck with all of the quartz. So let's start with the base of this thing. I think it makes sense to do a 4 formation like this and then build it up 3 blocks, I guess. Actually, let's do 4. Oh, oops. And then on either side of this thing, let's do some stairs. And a block in between. How does that look? It looks like a few blocks of quartz. Okay, I think in these gaps we should do some quartz slabs and then get rid of these extra ones. Oh, actually, let's probably leave them there. All right, those are done. Let's get rid of the extras and then let's build up this middle section. Stairs on either side. And then fill in the gap with the slabs. Then let's add a block and oh my goodness, I have forgotten to get some water. 1 second. Water acquired. Ooh, that's actually looking really good. Let's add our running water. Oh, and I think I'm actually going to have to go get some more water to fill in the bottom of the fountain. Kind of forgot that that is something that I'll need to do. All right, I feel like that looks really good. Let's head to bed and finish this off tomorrow. I'm just pretty much adding in all of the extra blocks that I have laying around and creating a somewhat random pattern on the floor, and hopefully it's going to look great when it's done. All right, now let's finish off the purple one, and I think we are done. That looks really, really adorable. Okay, I think all we have left to do is spend the last few days attaching all of our paths, adding a few lampposts, placing a couple cute benches, and absolutely covering the place in leaves. And there we have it. 100 days and a house in every color of Minecraft. From the warm and earthy tones of the orange house to the magical witchy vibes of the purple house, each build brought something unique to our village. I am Em. You've been amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.